Gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Jeff Dayton, everybody!
Thanks for putting up with that little sound check, everybody. Thank you, Tiki Man Radio! Oh, am I the only guy doing that one? Tiki Man Radio! All right, thanks for playing the music of all the trop rock songwriters. Danny and Clan, call him Clanny. Danny and Clanny, all the people that make up the family. B-Man, Michelle, Hippie Chick, and everybody else. Come on. Love will survive. That's what they say. I haven't seen her rise in 100 days. As long as I breathe, I can still hope. Long as there's wind in my sails and I stay afloat. So I'm calling the ocean to rise for me and carry her back on the tides to me and help her remember our days in the sun. And let her forget all the things I've done. Yeah. Pirates are born to plunder and loot. Some of them die by the sword or the end of a noose. And some of them brilliant to regret being proud and young. They sail the 7 seas in search of someone. So I'm calling the ocean to rise for me and carry her back on the tides to me. Help her remember our days in the sun and let her forget all the things I've done. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I'm calling the ocean to rise for me and carry her back on the tides to me. Help her remember our days in the sun and let her forget all the things I've done. Yeah, help her remember our days in the sun and let her forget all the things I've done. Whoa, whoa, y'all help me now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you, guys. Welcome to the radio showcase today. Tiki Man Radio, B-Man and Michelle, Hippie Chick, and all the Danny Clannies. And proud to be here. I'm Jeff Dayton. I'm down Key West for the 3rd tropical week of my life, so I'm only a junior in high school, y'all. But it is so cool that y'all have adopted me. And I have felt so much love and warmth. And there's love in this room, too. Can you guys feel the love in here? Can you feel it? Well, if you can't, then feel around you. It's there. Such a gas to be here, though, and to celebrate the music of not only our friend Jimmy Buffett, our late dear mentor, but all the other great songwriters and artists that are down here, bringing all sorts of different influences into what we call trop rock music. Coastal Americana, yeah, from the tropics of Tennessee. And honored to be one of the guests and artists that get played on Tiki Man Radio. Since the first time, 2019, over at that other place, the Tiki House. Remember that, Danny? That was a fun thing. So I'm from Nashville, as I mentioned, but I'm originally out of Arizona. And before that, really originally, Phoenix. I was born and raised in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So I know we have Minnesota people down here, too. Yeah. I'm going to do you a song that first time I played it on the radio was at Bob FM up there in Ramsey, Minnesota. They are the only country station in the greater Twin Cities that plays what the heck they want to play instead of playing what they were told to play. And I'm really grateful for them because they play the heck out of my stuff. And the first time I played this song on the radio, hey, all right up there. How'd you guys get on the roof? That's beautiful. I love it. That's where I'd want to be if I was watching somebody sing. They told me this was a hit song, and I believe that Kenny Chesney, if he's still walking around town today, might want to hear this. Sitting in a deck chair watching that big red sun go dropping into the water and out of sight. Thinking about the time that we were caught up in a runaway fever, as close as it gets to getting it right. I don't know where you went. As for me, ever since I've been riding the wind in a little white boat, one day ahead of a heart that's broke, falling asleep to the waves in a world of blue. Yeah, thinking about coulda, shoulda, what have I done? Must have gone crazy in the hot noon sun. All I've got to keep me through. Blue skies, warm nights, high tides, islands, guitars, and you. Wish that you could come with me to the little place south of the Keys and have one more dance in the beach firelight. And if you let me hold you close, I promise that I'll never let go and be a grateful man the rest of my life. I spent a lot of time at sea, holding on to your memory and riding the wind in a little white boat. One day ahead of a heart that's broke, falling asleep to the waves in a world of blue. Yeah, thinking about coulda, shoulda, what have I done? Must have gone crazy in the hot noon sun. And all I've got to get me through are blue skies, warm nights, high tides, islands, guitars, and you. You're the song that's playing in my heart. So one more night, I'll sing it to the stars and ride the wind in a little white boat. One day ahead of a heart that's broke, falling asleep to the world in a world of blue. Yeah, thinking about coulda, shoulda, what have I done? Must have gone crazy in the hot noon sun. All I've got that gets me through are blue skies, warm nights, high tides, islands, guitars, and you. Islands, guitars, and you. Thank you kindly. Hey, while our brother from the sound department is sitting down here, I didn't even catch your name, bro. JJ. Best sound in Key West this week, right here, JJ. And I don't give that award out cheaply. I may be cheap, but I'm just kidding. But what a guest, what a pleasure. What an honor to be on Tiki Man Radio with y'all today live, coming to you from Key West. And I feel like it's time for a commercial, so I'll tell you about my new record. I have 17 albums out, and but it's hard to get them, so I tell you what, just go on the internet, find me. I'm everywhere in Streamland that you can find music. And also, I've got a new podcast coming out that'll launch later this month called Count It Off Podcast, your window into the world of music. Other news, let's see, JeffDaytonMusic.com. Feel free to check in, log in, follow the music there. And my Instagram, very easy to remember, Jeff.Dayton, Instagram, Jeff.Dayton, Instagram. Try to forget it. I bet you can't. Jeff.Dayton, Instagram. So sign on up. Here's a song that was on the second to most recent album, and it was co-written with a bunch of fifth graders. If you want to hear a song that I believe in, and tell you what, don't ever believe the labels they put on kids like LD, ADD, autistic, because the most creative kids I've ever worked with are those kids. And this song was written with autistic, learning disabled, attention deficit kids, and it's one of my favorite songs ever. This is for all y'all. Get laid back, let's get cruising. Look at me, just relaxing on the beach. Nothing on my mind at all, but watching the sand crabs crawl. Lemonade, big umbrella in the shade, grooving to a Potions tune on a perfect afternoon. Yeah, chillo, floating on a feather pillow. Hey, Dave. Living on island time, feeling like I'm in my prime. Yeah, mellow, cool as a big bowl of Jello, sipping life through a straw. Nothing bothers me at all. How about those fifth graders, huh? Watching waves, easy rolling, coming in, washing all my worries away. I'd be needing them today. I gotta say, I've been thinking there's a chance that I might have to stay right here. Might not make it home all year. Yeah, chillin', floating on a feather pillow, living on island time, feeling like I'm in my prime. Yeah, mellow, cool as a big bowl of Jello, sipping life through a straw. Nothing bothers me at all. Yeah, I'm sipping life through a straw. Nothing bothers me at all. Oh, Dave, why don't you cruise through this for us? Come on. Mr. Dave Matchette. Look at me. I'm just drifting through the islands. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm chillo. Oh, so chillo. Introducing my ace wingman of all the Coys, that you can fit in your pocket. Mr. Dave Matchette on the harmonica.
Kid D-Dog.
All right, here's one from that same album. And again, check it out online. I invite you to do that. And especially request it at Tiki Man Radio, because they do hear your requests.
Okay.
For everybody who's into Key West history, this song is for you, all right? You might need to check out the story. Hemingway lived on the island. He spent his days fishing for marlin. You could see him out trolling the bank reef, or up on his porch drinking daiquiris. He didn't much care for emotion, but he had a heart for the ocean. And the four-legged feline, six-toed strays wandered all over his place. He held them and cared for them all of their lives. He named them for people he'd known or he liked. May each one of us be as lucky as that, to be loved like Hemingway's cats. They'd lounge in the shade where it's nice and cool, sometimes parade round the swimming pool. He kept them all lazy and happy and fat. They'd lick their paws and they'd love him right back. He held them and cared for them all of their lives. He named them for people he'd known or he liked. May each one of us be as lucky as that, to be loved like Hemingway's cats. Cared for them all of their lives. He named them for people he'd known or he liked. May each one of us be as lucky as that, to be loved like Hemingway's cats. Thank you, guys. Thanks to the folks that are listening, both here and at home. It's so good to have you here. A wonderful, wonderful. Dave, a little too jazzy. Davey, what happened to the melody? Key of E for you harmonica players back home. Jam along to My Life Story. All right. I felt the music since I was a kid. I'm more like my dad than my mom would admit. I love the water and I play guitar. I guess the apple doesn't fall too far. I dig an E to a G-sharp chord. Sometimes I'll sleep in my 89 Ford. Whoa, whoa, I'm just a tropical troubadour. I never cared for the downtown life, running here and there in a suit and tie. All I ever wanted was some sugar white sand, a hometown girl, and a six-piece band. Now I got everything I need and more. Green eyes, blue skies, and four on the floor. Whoa, I just a tropical troubadour. Give me a stage and a microphone. I'll play your faves and a few of my own. Sing for my supper and a bucket of chips. Now people, let me tell you how sweet it is. Yeah, I think I finally know what I'm here for. To share the aloha from shore to shore. Oh, I'm just a tropical troubadour. Oh, lay it on, Dave. Come on. Give me a stage and a microphone. I'll play your faves and a few of my own. Yeah, sing for my supper and a bucket of tips. Now people, let me tell you how sweet it is. How sweet it is. I think I finally know what I'm here for. To share the aloha from shore to shore. Oh, I'm feeling tropical, Dave. Whoa, can't keep my pockets full. Whoa, I'm just a tropical troubadour. That's me, man. Whoa, I'm just a tropical troubadour. All right. Dave, I'm so glad you're here. Let's do a little fishing.
All right.
That's the key of G as in jail. You got to let your harmonica player know where you're at. Good smile on you, Brian. Good to see you, man. You and all the good people down here in Key West. I'm so glad I got found by this format. I didn't find y'all, you found me. I'll tell you that story in a minute, but here's one that's, what's that? Well, I appreciate that. And you know what? It was like having a new family bring in. You say, dinner's ready. Let's go catch something. And I don't mean a cold. You got a line, and I got a pole. You and me, baby, let's take a stroll. Wander on down to the waterside. Cut a little bait and see what bites. 'Cause I love fishing with you, baby. I love your little catch me look. I love the way you chase me. One little wiggle and I'm on the hook. Oh, yeah. You're so cute in your summertime hat. Makes my little heart go pitter-pat. You're so fine just sitting in a boat. Knock me in the water, Lord, I hope I float. 'Cause I love fishing with you, baby. I love your little catch me look. I love the way you chase me. One little wiggle and I'm on the hook. Oh, yeah. Well, I took my last dollar down to the track. I bet it on a pony named Surefire Jack. Jack was a winner, I was too. So I bought a big boat and a Devon roo. Slice of bologna, slice of cheese, chips and a pickle and a sweet iced tea. Nothing in the bucket, nothing on the line, but one of you, okay, baby, I'm just fine. 'Cause I love fishing with you, baby. I love your little catch me look. I love the way you tease me. One little wiggle and I'm on the hook. One little wiggle and I'm on the hook. One little wiggle and I'm on the hook. Oh, yeah. come on fishing with you, baby. Oh, let's just drift down the lake, baby. We don't need to catch nothing. I've already caught something from you. I think I'm in love. Better hang on to something because I feel myself going overboard. You see, I love fishing with you, baby. I love your little catch me look. I love the way you tease me. One little wiggle and I'm on the hook. One little wiggle and I'm on the hook. One little wiggle and I'm on the hook. Oh. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. I really want to thank Jimmy Buffett. I apologize for being so late to the party because all I knew about Jimmy really was what everybody seemed to know up there, in the rest of the world. We knew about cheeseburgers and fins and land sharks and margaritas and all the stuff that everybody else was talking about. But I didn't know his catalog was so profound. And I didn't know his song selection was so amazing. And he was critical of songs, and he picked delightful stories. And it encouraged me. I want to thank Jimmy for giving me the courage to write songs like Jimmy had the courage to write. And I say, if Jimmy can write a song and record it called Death of an Unpopular Poet, there's hope for me. So I took that courage and applied it to this song. And as a young boy, this book is absolutely the truth about me when I was a kid. And it goes on from there. It's a key of G there, Dave. You guys can help it on the end. I read a book about going to the moon way back when I was 5. It said someday you'll wear a spacesuit and jump up 40 feet high. You'll ride around in 6-wheeled cars and live on astronaut food. Stand on a mountain looking at bars with the earth coming into view. And every night with that book next to me, I'd close my eyes and there I'd be, circling the moon, far, far away, sun shining on my helmet in a beautiful new place. Anything is possible, any dream can come true. Way down deep, I believe I was circling the moon. He came back with a purple heart, moved in the house next door. His wife's out weekends mowing the yard while he sits on the porch. She fixes his lunch, fixes his hair, and wipes the crumbs off his face. And she says he doesn't talk too much, just kind of stares into space. Then she leans in and gives him a little kiss. She says he's not really here, but I know where he is. He's circling the moon, far, far away. Sun shining on his helmet in a beautiful new place. Anything is possible, any dream can come true. Way down deep, he believes me circling the moon. Well, I've been thinking that he's not all that crazy. So if you're like me, close your eyes. What do you say we go circling the moon? Come on, right along. Far, far away. There you go. Sun shining on our helmets in a beautiful new place. And anything is possible. Any dream can come true. Way down deep, if you're like me, we'll go circling the moon. Let's go circling the moon. Thank you very, very, very much. I got a little verklempt there for a minute. Give me a second here.
I got that chicken skin you were talking about.
Oh, man. You know, I was watching Keith Urban the other day, and he was singing on the Today Show. Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. He was on the Today Show on Wednesday, and he was doing the third verse of Somebody Like You. And he said, sometimes it's hard for me to understand, but you're teaching me to be a much better man. And I flipping lost it. I could see they had a close-up on him. He was tearing up. I was tearing up. I was like, I feel you, bro. Oh, my God, you know. And when you're a songwriter and you get to put your life in a song, and then you play it for people, and they scream and they cheer and they sing along, or even if they just go clap, 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 that's nice, Grandma. You know what I mean? It means so much to the artist. And thank you for letting me connect with you that way. I appreciate y'all so much. I have a water right there, and I have my arm shrunk. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still in deep, or now in deep. All right, here's a gritty one. I had to have a gritty one now and then. I want to thank guys like Chris Stapleton and Cody Johnson, some of them guys for putting some hair back on the legs of country music again, because they were buffed and waxed for that. It was getting a little too slick for my ass. From the new record. I'm an old piece of driftwood laying on the beach. Ain't no hope of rescue, ain't no saving me. I'm an old piece of driftwood laying on the beach. I'm a shipwrecked pirate, a victim of love. The way that woman did me left me all washed up. I'm a shipwrecked pirate, one more victim of love. If I ever make it off of this godforsaken shore, I swear I ain't messing around with love no more. Hey, I'm an old piece of driftwood laying on the beach. Come on, Dave Matchette. I was good to that woman, loved her all the time, I did. Just like the wind, she was bound to change her mind. I was good to that woman, you know, and I loved her all the time. Yeah. If I ever make it off of this godforsaken shore, I swear I ain't messing around with love no more. No, I'm an old piece of driftwood laying on the beach. Y'all ready for some harmonica? Come on! this godforsaken shore. Swear I ain't messing around with love no more. Yeah, I'm an old piece of driftwood laying on the beach. Just old driftwood. What to do now? Just lay here and bake in the sun, I guess. Share that with Mr. Dave Matchette on the harmonica. Thank you, guys. There's real power in getting to be a songwriter. You know, you get to fashion what you present to people. And my friend Paula Fuga in the island of Oahu, she's a wonderful sister over there. And she says, make the music you want the world to hear. So for all you other writers out there, I'll offer that to you. Make the music you want the world to hear. I want the world to hear this song, and especially to Murray, my new friend from Key West, a Key West local, who I met on the plane coming down here, and she instantly won my friendship. And she was the word is indefatigable. I dare you to spell it, and I won't define it, but it means that she's just the coolest. And I am so grateful for you, and she asked for this song today. Okay, this is going out to Brian and Michelle. B-Man and Michelle. Here it comes. All right. You know what I just had the honor of doing? I was over at the Ram's Head, Southernmost, and there was this character over there playing harmonica and singing guitar. Playing guitar, and he played this song. He covers my song in his show. I got a cut.
Yeah.
I'm the luckiest guy I know. I haven't got a pile of dough, but I got a bed and a boat out back. Who gets to live like that? And I'm grilling out in the sun. The burgers are almost done. I'll leave a few scraps for an old gray cat. Who gets to live like that? Yeah, life is good every day on this earth. And I've been blessed way more than I deserve. The longer I live, the more I believe it's true. It's not what you got, it's what you give back. Who gets to live like that? Oh, there's a lady in the neighborhood. She thinks I cooked real good. I rub her feet and she scratches my back. Who gets to live like that? Yeah, somehow I get along with a six string and a song. Some people still love me when I sing a little flat. Who gets to live like that? Sorry, Bob. Life is good every day on this earth, and I've been blessed way more than I deserve. The longer I live, the more I believe it's true. It's not what you got, what you give back. Who gets to live like that? When I think about the alternative, it sure could be a whole lot worse than this. Yeah, life is good every day on this earth, and I've been blessed with way more than I deserve. The longer I live, the more I believe it's true. It's not what you got, it's what you give back. Yeah, it's not what you got, what you give back. Who gets to live like not what you got? Help us, guys. It's what you give back. It's not what you got. Who Who gets to live like y'all sing it now?
It's not what you got.
Who gets to live like
It's what you give back.
Who gets to live like
Not what you got.
Oh yeah, who gets to live like that? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, good request there. Thank you, Murray. Murray apparently has a gig at the airport, and everybody was hugging on her like, "You're home! Oh my God, we missed you. Now get back to work." All right. Here's one that Dave played on. He's been on 3 of my albums so far, starting with Calypso Poet, Tropical Troubadour, and also on the album, the newest one, Welcome to Ocean Country. And this is one that I really like, and I'm going to just send this one out to Kenny too, like, Kenny, Kenny. But you know what? If he never hears it, never cuts it, it ain't no never mind, because you know what? I wrote it, and I cut it, and I'm proud of it. So I hope you guys like it. Come floating with me. She pulled a dine and dash. I got the goodbye note. Yeah, just like that, she ain't coming back. That was all she wrote. Packed all of my old emotions, a blue shirt and a beach guitar, and I headed out on the ocean to try to heal my heart. And now I'm floating. Wherever the tide is going, I'll be floating till I get to where I'm alright. I'm letting go of the wheel and a piece of my past. No way of knowing if it'll ever be back. All I know is that there's a new wind blowing. I'll do a little high and low and out here floating. And it's such a quiet world, so far away from shore. And I'm praying it gets quiet in my head like I've never prayed before. First around out rougher seas that lasted a good long while. Then a little bye-bye breeze blows away your smile. As I'm floating, wherever the tide is going, I'll be floating till I get to where I'm alright. I'm letting go of the wheel and a piece of my past. No way of knowing if it'll ever be back. All I know is that there's a new wind blowing. I'll do a little high and low and out here floating. I'm letting go of the wheel and a piece of my past. No way of knowing if it'll ever be back. All I know is that there's a new wind blowing. I'll do a little high and low and out here floating. All I know is that there's a new wind blowing. I'll do a little high and low and out here floating. And I'm just floating. All right. Thank you very much. I think we got time for one more here, and gonna bring it back to the song. By the way, thank you for the mud. Thank you for, you know, what you did up here. Thank you. Hello, Tim Campbell. I know that's him from behind. I recognize the head. Looks a lot like mine. What a blast to be here, though. Key West 2024. Look forward to 2025. And B-Man and Michelle and Tiki Man, Hippie Chick, and all the Danny clanny. And we will see you down the road. You can find the info, jeffdaytonmusic.com. I already gave him the Instagram.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Darn.
it's our little band chant up here. And please look up Dave Matchette online as well. You can find him on all the usual suspect sources. Usually the U.S., it's like TBI-mostwanted.gov.
Yeah, that's right.
I think it's on there. And
You can look up the parole pictures.
yeah, the recently released parolees. Yes, that's right. And thank you for JJ and doing a great job on the sound. And thank you here to Dirty Harry's for having this stage for us all week. Pleasure, honored to be here. This is the song that brought me to Trop Rock. And again, you guys found me. I didn't know about you. But I had a song out called Shipwrecks, Pirates, and Gold. And there was a guy he's gone now. DJ Jeff was his name. And he emailed me and he said, "Hey man, we've got your song we're playing on internet radio called Shipwrecks, Pirates, and Gold. Have you got any more?" I was like, "Well, maybe, but what? First of all, how the heck did you find me?" And he said, "Well, we have somebody that works for us that has absolutely no life, and their job is to scroll through the internet and see if they can find titles with catchwords like that." So that was it, and that was about 2012, maybe 24. I don't know, 20. Maybe it was 2010. I don't remember. But man, am I ever glad to have found y'all, because you know what? You are my people.
Yeah.
You are my people. And we are the people that radio passed on a long time ago, and they went on to playing different stuff. And we stick together, we flock, and we follow the path. And we want to thank our mentor and founder, Mr. Jimmy Buffett. But, Jimmy Buffett never got here if it weren't for Jerry Jeff Walker, so we want to thank him too. And all the other pioneer writers that were part of that scene, John Prine and Steve Goodman, and such great forefathers, and I thank them all, Guy Clark and all. So you guys can holler on this one, and let's close with it. What do you say, Dave? This is in the key of E. Wrote this with Aaron Lee. I said hello to a little harbor town where the sun and the boats bob up and down. Heard a song on the wind with an island sound. Man, I like 'em like that. So I followed the sand to a tiki bar where the local bells make their stars. Drinking noon at noon, telling stories about scars. Shipwrecks, pirates, and gold. Yeah, shipwrecks, pirates, and gold. And they drank to the women and the dreams and the love gone bad. All the buried treasure that they won back. And every night they raise their glass and sing. What do they sing? They sing, hey, it goes like it goes. Sometimes you sink, sometimes you float, but hey, you still gotta roll with the tide, roll with the night. Here's to the life of shipwrecks, pirates, and gold. I expect to see you singing, Danny. Come on now. I said hello to the girl with the sunburned hair, ocean blue eyes, and man, what a pair we made. Dancing without a care, man, I like 'em like that. A few salty kisses and a couple of beers. I asked, what's a beauty like you doing down here? She said, I quit my life, changed my career to shipwrecks, pirates, and gold. Yeah, shipwrecks, pirates, and gold. And she said, we drank to the men and the dreams and the love gone bad, and all the buried treasure that we won back. And every night we raise our glass and sing. What do we sing, everybody? We sing, hey, it goes like it goes. Sometimes you sink, sometimes you float, but hey, you still gotta roll with the tide, roll with the night. And here's another chance to kill it. Come on, y'all. We sing, Hey, it goes like it goes. Sometimes you sink, sometimes you float, but hey, you still gotta roll, roll with the tide, roll with the night. Here's to the life of shipwrecks, pirates, and gold. Yeah, shipwrecks, pirates, and gold. Yeah, shipwrecks, pirates, and gold. Hey! Thank y'all so much. I'm Jeff Dayton, and my wingman Dave Matchette. Thank you for letting us be here. Aloha, mahalo ke akua.
All right. How many did I miss? That's 2 songs that I wish I could play them.
All right. Can you get that camera down there?
We're good.
Hey, everybody get up here. Jeff Dayton. Dave Matchette. Thank you guys so much. Are you having a great time? Are you about ready for some fun? Oh, it's going to get funner. Way funner. Let me tell you what. Guys, thank you so much. Today, 8th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriters Showcase. We're getting close to the end, everybody. But we still got a long way to go. Today, the broadcast, the show is being sponsored by Cammy's Grammy. Thank you so much. We got one more raffle to do with the Pilar. You're going to see people going around during the show, during the SAC Awards. Where's that Pilar at?
Where's that Pilar at?
Pilar! We got a Pilar. We got one last bottle to raffle
We're gonna
off.
get
all the
Jeff
money we raffle off
Dayton
goes
over
to
here and,
the Navy Chief Petty Officers Association.
See if we can
that
grab
gives
it, maybe
back
him
to
and
their
Dave
troops
Matchette.
who need a little bit of support, as well as the community. So thank you guys so much. Hamburgers for $4, cheeseburgers for $5, hot dogs for $3.
That's all I gotta say.
You can pick either one of them, man, whichever one you want there.
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. Doing fantastic.
So good to see you.
Good to see you, Dave.
I know, man. How's it?
So good to see you. I love you guys.
You back still doing well?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I've been carrying this damn thing around all week.
Well, I'm
so.
telling you, man.
All them dang harmonicas.
Yeah, and there's other stuff in there too, secret stuff.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Good stuff.
Had a busy week down here?
Yeah, it's been amazing,
Yeah.
and you just heard Jeff Dayton, and I had to play every show with Jeff.
Yeah.
And you know, he and I have been playing together for a while, and he's just been so good to me. He's been flying me all over the place, and
Nice.
And you know, I can't miss an opportunity to play with that guy. Anytime that I can do it, I'm there. So
That's fantastic, man. I'm glad you guys got hooked up, and I think it happened down here in Key West.
absolutely, it was I was playing with Jimmy Parrish down at the Hogs Rep, and Jeff was one of those guys that said, okay, there's a good guy coming up on the break. I went, fine, I get a break.
Yeah.
So I walked off the stage, and apparently Jeff had gone over to Jimmy and asked him if I could play with him.
Yeah.
And Jimmy said, well, you should ask him. And so he came over to me and he asked me if I'd play with him, and it was one of those ones where, you know, you never know what you're going to get. And I was going, oh, okay, you know, I'd never met him before. And you heard that song, Fishing With You, Baby? Yeah. He started with that thing, and he didn't get more than 10 seconds into that song, and I knew I was just going, this is the man. I want to play with
Are
him.
you kidding me? When he came into Hog's Breath, I was just like, oh my God.
Well, he had never played in Key West before. We had him at the Tiki House,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
And then we all ended over at Hog's Breath, and you were playing with Jimmy Parrish, and it was like a match made in heaven. So
Yeah, somebody set me up to play breaks for Jimmy, and he had a great band. He had a cool bass player that I liked a lot, but he had an excellent harmonica player. And I said, "Do you think he'd mind playing with me?" And that's where it started. And the friendship was born 5 years ago. And it's a wonderful, it's a friendship, the kind that every guy should have 100 of. This guy's real Class A material.
We both are.
Yeah, you both are. Yeah, so man, it's so good to have you back down here, and
good to be had.
Thank you for carving out some time for us to this is our 8th year of doing this thing, and of course, first time you played for us was over at the old Tiki House.
I remember that place. Yeah, a lot smaller.
Yeah,
and this is better.
A lot better.
Yeah, you got a lot more people showing up for this thing. Look at this.
Oh yeah, it's been jam packed the last 3 days. So.
I believe it.
That's what you want. That's what we want.
And Key West has been crawling with people. I mean, everywhere you go, it's just like it is really busy. And I know the trop rock music, the coastal Americana is bringing to town.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys, you set the bar pretty high with your station.
Well, thank you for that. I mean, we, when everything, when me and the Minds left town, we said, hey, you know what, we're going to be in Key West. We're going to stay here. And luckily, Tim and them got the Trop Rock and Duval thing going. And we felt like we was the anchor of all that, and now everybody's around, and they're like, hey, we love Key West. Let's just keep doing it.
I went up to Gulf Shores last year for Paired Heads and Modem and stuff and had a good time, but I missed Key West. I think that's really what it is you don't have to catch a shuttle 10 minutes down the road to check out another bar. You just walk 100 feet and there you are.
And also, when I come down here, I live in Florida now, but this ain't like Florida. This is like a whole nother country when you come down here. And you walk into the tropics and it's just glorious.
And everybody that's here, I mean, half the people I meet today are all speaking Russian. They're from the stands, and we get people from all over the world, and the Haitians are here.
Sure. Oh, I met a wonderful Haitian fella this morning. We had breakfast together.
Yeah, I got an Uber ride home to the hotel last night. I played late over at that Jimmy Buffett Through the Years show. Yeah. And they had me guest right at the very end. I waved bye-bye, and people were coming up to me crying, going, that was the best way to say goodbye to Jimmy. Yeah. And I got a Haitian guy, and I said, you know about Jose Iglesias? And he goes, who's that? And I said, well, he plays baseball for the Mets, but check out his hit song. And so we were rocking the car. He had it dialed into his app, and we're just turning it, oh my God.
Oh, I like
it's so great. They're great. Music is infectious, and people come here to be infected with it.
Yes.
Well, we do this thing called Escape to Paradise, where we go to a different island every year, and we take a group of Tiki Man Radio listeners with us, 40 or 50 of them or so, and we do a different island every year. This coming year, we're going to Costa Rica.
Nice.
And, we've done Jamaica, Mexico, and Dominican Republic. And so everywhere we go, right, we turn them on to the station and the locals, and they're like, oh, yeah, so we're out there spreading the word as much as we can.
I'm going to be on St. Martin at the beginning of December, and I'm going to jump out to Anguilla because there's a podcast I'm part of called Garage Logic, and they're the #1 in the world on Anguilla. And then going to Curacao after that. This year I did I did Aruba and St. Croix, and I'll be in Hawaii in a couple weeks sharing the aloha, and
I know you love Hawaii.
I took Dave and Teresa to Hawaii last Christmas time. We did the Hawaii Theater.
It was an incredible
Well, at least you're racking up on your frequent flyer miles.
He's actually flown me up to Minnesota 3 times now, or 2 times, and then another time we met in Chicago, played there, and then went up to Iowa and played there, and then went up to Minnesota played there, and
that's cool.
And people seem to be digging on it, and we're building a family, a day at a time.
Well, tell us about this podcast thing you're dabbling in.
Well, I got the idea a long time ago, but I never had the courage to start it, and then I was with one of Brian Wilson's proteges from the Beach Boys back in the Pet Sounds days, named David Sandler, and I was at his house, and I whipped out my phone, and I said, can you tell me the story? And we got to talking, and I went, I've done it. I've started it.
That's it.
So I went out and bought a Rodecaster Pro 2, a real cool, all-in-one thing. And I've been interviewing people. I've had Tab Lavin, who's the guitar player for Art Garfunkel.
Yeah.
We did yesterday morning, we did a thing over at Pepe's here in Key West. We had John Patty and Dave Matchette and Kelly McGuire, and I did a Key West roundtable. Yeah. And we're talking. It's called the show is called Count It Off. And Count It Off. It's your window into the world of music.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm a podcast nut. I listen all day while I'm working and stuff.
Yeah.
So I gotta listen to it.
Well,
now.
it's going to come out later this month, and I'm just the last
Count
decision.
it off.
Count it off.
Okay.
Yep, and we invite
it's
everybody
not
to
there
check it.
yet.
It's not
Yeah.
there yet, but it will
Okay.
be.
Count it off.
We've got future episodes. In fact, tell me his name, the guitar player from Jimmy Buffett,
Roger.
Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bartlett.
I ran into him
Bartlett.
last night. We got to talking. We have great history, with Glenn Campbell, my days with Glenn, and
Yes.
his days with Jimmy. And I said, would you be cool with coming on the show? And he said, I'd love to. So we get to talk about him and his days with our Jimmy.
Very cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And it's not all tropical music, it's all kinds of music. It's jazz, it's landmark music
everything.
like Prince. I'll have some guys from Prince because I grew up in Minneapolis, and I'll have a guy that played on Bob Dylan's Blood on the Tracks, on Tangled Up
wow.
in Blue,
That's cool.
And yeah.
Well, I've been doing radio for 10 years now, and people, how'd you get into radio? People want to interview me, and I'm like, well, let me tell you something. You don't get into radio, you fall into it.
Yeah.
Okay, and it just goes from there,
And then you sacrifice everything in order to keep doing it. Because
That's right. That's right.
Well, I worked in the radio business a little bit, and it does not pay very well.
I was on a radio station doing just guest hosting on a morning show, and I said, man, I've always wanted to be on radio. I would do it for $1.290 an hour, and they said, that's perfect because that's exactly what it pays.
Yes.
Well, Danny and Hippie Chick, would you guys consent to being an interviewee for me in one of my future podcasts?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
absolutely.
yes. Are you kidding me?
I'd love to hear, and we share what's going on in your world, and it's all part of the world of music, and I just say, count it off.
That'd be great.
That would be an honor.
What we're going to do now, real quickly, where can they find the music, follow you guys and all that stuff? We're going to grab a quick picture with you, and then we're going to get ready for the SAC Awards coming up here.
All right. I thought you were going to say sack of potatoes.
It's a golden sack of nuts.
Yes,
that's what it is.
Chock full of nuts.
Yeah.
I'm Jeff Dayton, music.com. I'm Jeff Dayton on all the streaming sources, so everywhere in Streamland that you get your music, go get it there. Can't sell records anymore, but thank God for people showing up at shows.
Well, there you go.
And everything else is just going to be, those other places. The podcast will come up later, count it off, and, we do what we do, right?
That's right.
You
There's
can
our
be my
camera
friend.
right there. A lot of people listening and watching out on YouTube. We're streaming it out as well, and of course on the radio. So thank you guys for being here. We're going to grab you right quick for a photo, and then we're going to get ready to throw it back to stage. all
Awesome.
right?
Lots of love, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Jeff Dayton, Dave Matchette, everybody. We're going to send it back to the stage and get ready
When you get a chance,
for
thank
the
you.
SAC Awards coming up here shortly.
Best bartenders right here at Rick's.